you know, much credit. So I think warm-up is very important.
True.
Because, you know, the warm-up is wins, right? Work with me here. The warm-up is when...
Your mic is kind of cutting out a whole shitload.
I am?
Yeah.
Really? Has it sorted out now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Weird. Well, we have a game crash as well, so...
Nice.
It'll take a moment.
But
what I was trying to say is the fun part about warm-up is that's the time when you can really, really get in people's heads.
You're not... Wait, is he back in game?
I think so.
It says he's still connecting.
Yeah, they're still disconnected. So, it looks like we'll have to restart the game or something along those lines. Or are we playing with this?
No. Restart here in a minute.
Yeah.
So all this will... I guess we'll just wait till he's back on the game, since we can't invite him anyway.
Well, you know, there has never been a better time to have the words esports in my name.
Oh, yeah.
Because people just assume I know what I'm saying. You know?
Yeah.
If you're in the admin column and you just see somebody called esports TJ speaking up, you're like, he knows esports. That man.
Yeah.
He knows them esports. Even though it honestly isn't strictly true.
It's a 10 out of 10 crash. Last time we had one, but it was like 3 games in or some shit. It's right off the bat. So hopefully we get this out of the way now instead of later. Hopefully not
because we removed all the crashes, Chakra. There won't be any later in the tournament.
Yeah, that's actually how this works. Welcome to Tournament Ready Champions. QuakeCon is in 3 days.
I've spoken to the developers. They've confirmed with me that you can only have one crash a tournament.
Oh, okay. This is all planned, what you're saying.
Yeah. It's a quota. We gotta fill the quota.
Nice. I dig that.
Alright. Well, hopefully we can get that player back in here in a moment as the... There he is. Hello, Dramis. And we already know the maps, the modes, the names, the servers. Everything there is to know, really. I know everything. So we'll be getting into game in just 1 more minute. As we finally... Yeah, all readied up.
Almost there.
Almost there. Hold up. 1 more minute.
Just gotta wait for the server to get set up. I used to think that, like, connecting to shit for CSGO was, like, really annoying sometimes. I always figured, like, man, I wish I could just click a button. I'm really missing it now. I miss it.
Yeah, Counter-Strike, it's more complicated in Counter-Strike, but there's way more options, right? You have more tools, even if it's harder. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Dear id Software, I would like the console back.
Yes, that would also. That seems like a no-brainer. We are onto it. The warm-up timer is ticking down as we get into our first 2v2 game of the night. Of course, my name is TJ, joined by Chakra for tonight's 2v2 Weekend Cup. Chakra is your wonderful admin, creator, everything. I'm just some random guy who conned them into letting me on. Just like, let me. Still clueless.
Hey, you'll get there though.
I'll
And
figure it out.
This time the stream will be more than double the amount of enthusiasm, because I had that last week by bucket load.
You have
Unfortunately,
enthusiasm?
they were, just my voice was, I was tired last week, so it made for a great casting sesh.
Tell you what, I promise, I'm tired, but I've learned to be good at hiding it. So between the two of us, we can make one untired person, and we're already into game. It's a pretty quick exchange. Hawwk and ZanGief will actually lose both players, and that could be crucial, as this will allow full stacks to be developed.
That's a really strong start.
Malvoe and Dramis looking great so far.
Seem to be going. I don't know if it's these spawns, but I feel like ZanGief and Hawwk are just getting terrible spawns right now. They keep getting 2v1 all the time.
Well, it is one more kill for Dramis. He and the rest of his team really don't seem to be having any trouble. ZanGief and Hawwk only got one, and you can see how they're just playing together here. Chasing Hawwk into a trap. There's a rocket waiting above. And the damage flies through. 7-1 in favour of Dramis and co.
This next armor is going to go to Dramis.
There's a double player push over to this big armor. It's being held brilliantly so far by Hawwk, but he will eventually go down to the Dire Orb. The important thing, though, is he denied that big armor. And from it, they'll be able to collect another kill. 8-2 now.
It's just a lot of 2v1 action right now. I think ZanGief and Hawwk, they really need to just stick together.
Ranged engagement. Starting off strong, as you can see. Just the Malvoe is providing such good fire support from long range here. He's got the rockets and the railgun, and he was just there as his ally really drew the attention. He's going to be able to convert big armor, and here's the quad damage. I believe coming up in a moment, only 10 seconds away. And Hawwk actually gets a crucial frag.
No, he should be able to grab this
range though. Dramis will be able to instantly answer it back. Here's Dramis with 2! Excellent rail as well! It's a great start for him, Chakra.
Yeah, it really is. And this quad's so strong. Especially in the hands of Dramis with that speed. There's just going to be so little they can do against him. Except for just run.
Oh, they can't run! They can't hide! 2 frags instantly! This quad's absurd.
Just mowing them down right now. It's hunting a bit more, but yeah, quad's gonna run out.
Yeah, but 16-3 is a pretty dominant lead, I think, this early on.
Oh yeah.
With this flash little slide. Oh, that was a sexy combo. Did you catch that?
That was nice. It's good.
What was that? Rail into a double rocket juggle.
Oh
and
yeah.
he follows it up. More damage to come.
You can see he's getting confident.
Dramis sliding through with the slash. Now he's got his backup. And between the two of them, they've got one, probably 2 kills pretty easily. 18-4 again. They deny the big armor again. Now the mega HP is coming up in a moment.
It's going to stay up for a bit. Maybe they can sneak one away.
One frag to their name. Hawwk goes down. ZanGief juggled as well. Dramis is a monster. 14-1.
This movement is so strong.
Absolute absurdity. And using slash, he has such mobility. He'll be able to sit tight, maybe try and stagger out the big armor a bit more. He'll do so now. Now there's a nice rocket jump. Brilliant play onto ZanGief. And he's looking for more at long range. Doesn't matter though, his partner's there. Malvoe will pick up the kill. And Quad's just about to come up in 10 seconds. Mega HP will come up first. He's got the speed to deny both and the partner to secure the other. He gets the kill. He won't need his partner to grab it.
Oh,
and indeed, he won't. Instead, it's still Dramis. And it's still the Dramis show all the way. 12 HP temporarily, now 25. But nonetheless, he's still got the quad. And he's still got all the damage that entails. Oh!
It's a bloodbath from Dramis.
Chakra, how do ZanGief and Hawwk get back into this game?
I'd like to say take on Dramis, 2v1, maybe put him in a trap.
Not like that, it seems.
Try and counter
lose
control
a few
it.
more kills. Will be a mid-air rail. Oh my god, it's still Dramis dominating. Nobody can find a thing against him.
Malvoe's just along for the ride right now. Hopping in that backpack.
I don't know if your push to talk is wigging out again there, Chakra.
Oh damn.
But I definitely am detecting a lack of you on my end. ZanGief goes down again. 32 frags now to only 4. This is still a complete and utter annihilation.
And I may or may not have gotten my push stock under control.
Hey, hello. Nice
Yeah.
to talk to you again.
Yeah, it's good.
How do you turn this around?
I'd like to say, try and take control of some items when they're not there. Maybe try and get a pick or two. Hawwk has left the match, but really you just gotta run away from Dramis altogether.
You see, Dramis, you turn the other way. It's not a terrible
Basically.
idea.
Not
It is
sure.
one that's not getting too much practice though, as there's an early engaged Dramis finding ZanGief, chaining a brilliant little juggle, and he'll get the pin as well. 1 kill confirmed again. Now, Mega HP's coming up. His ally will get that quad in a few more moments. 8 to be exact. First, he's going to get Big Arbor. Just look at the speed and the maneuverability. He's always in position for all of these key pickups, and there's a double rail sandwich onto ZanGief. Quad picked up. Well, now it's in the hands of his ally, but Dramis doesn't care. He's quite happy with the way things are going. He doesn't need a quad.
And Hawwk's back. I think.
Yeah.
Should be. Soon enough.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Not to be blunt, but him and ZanGief have 4 frags between.
That's true.
Oh, make that 5. Hold up, Hawwk got another one.
Yeah.
It will be Dramis, though, to shut it down. Oh! You ever wanted to see a frag movie being recorded, Chakra?
Oh yeah, it's live right now.
Uh-huh. I mean, he can basically just set music to this, and it's a frag movie.
Essentially. It's like behind the scenes, really.
Mm-hmm. He should charge extra for this. Oh, mid-air again. Just a beautiful little sandwich, and Dramis not quite able to make a jump there. Did you catch that?
Not quite.
Better that you did. It was a bit awkward. You do have the quad. Hawwk actually has a decent chance of challenging for this. It is 30 seconds away, and Malvoe's cleaned him up in the meantime. But he had a good fight there versus Dramis.
I'm seeing a lot of confidence issue with ZanGief and Hawwk. Like, they're really nervous to just take a fight.
I mean, do you blame them? There's a nice chain though. Bless you, Hawwk. Finally finds some damage, finds
Nice
2 in fact,
Hawwk.
he'll chain for 2 kills. And now with only 8 seconds away on the quad and him having a great advantage, this is conceivably an opportunity. But there's that confidence you were talking about. He just runs away from the challenge. Quad's going to be quite easily picked up now. And it's...
Malvoe with the quad. I mean, his time to shine real soon.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
It was a solid rocket jump.
Yeah, that was
That was planned.
not ideal.
No, see,
But-
that's called mind games right there. You know, if you know Dramis is doing what he's doing, kill
Oh yeah,
yourself with
that's
the
why he
quad.
did it. He was like,
Yeah.
Dramis, my teammate's doing great. I'ma commit suicide, and Dramis can pick up the ability.
Oh yeah.
That's all it is. Outplays. Well, we will have a bit of an awkward situation over there on one side of the map, but Dramis is just instantly there. I love that. He's so quick around this map, and well, that's what you'll see happen. ZanGief and Hawwk get 7 frags in total. Dramis and Co reach 50. 33 of them on Dramis.
33 and 2. Holy fuck.
I don't.
What?
I'm out of words. But Dramis isn't out of frags. 33 of them
His
go to
KD
him.
alone is almost what Malvoe has in frags.
Yeah. So, that will be our first map. Is this a BO3? This is a BO3, isn't it, Chakra?
Yes.
Oh, that's rough. Not to
Yeah.
be blunt, but what turns this around?
It's tough to say. Is Hawwk in the game still?
He may have decided that suicide was the only way out.
Oh, damn.
I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't blame him. Malvoe's asking if he can bring in a sub. I appreciate that. Can he do it?
It looks like he's asking for Iowa for the next server, even though that was Iowa.
I thought there was a player called Iowa.
No.
Pretty excited. Well, we've switched to the Iowan server. Makes a bit more sense. Ranger and BJ Blazkowicz. I like BJ. He's got absurd amounts of DPS sometimes, so I can see the logic. The problem is Slash just has so much mobility, particularly when somebody like Dramis is playing them. It's just ugly.
Yeah, he's coming out with Sorlag now, so that should be a little bit stronger.
Yeah, I like Sorlag as a counter to Splash, or to Slash. You can kind of use that splash damage, the AoE split, to discourage too much rush down.
Yeah. What's nice about her too is, even though she is a bit slower off the get-go, she does have a bit more mobility, just because of her air control in general, and she actually has the ability to rocket jump, even though she doesn't have the reduced self-damage like Ranger does. She's so tanky that really you can actually kind of afford to rocket jump with her.
Yeah, no, that absolutely makes sense. We'll see if we get maybe a bit more of a turnaround, as we do agree with both their picks. The problem is just, I don't know how to phrase this. The problem is just that they lost that last match hard on frags. And unless you can increase that kind of blunt fragging power, I'm not really sure what we can change.
Let's make sure these teams are ready for the next match. Maybe give Hawwk and ZanGief just a second, a bit of a breather.
Well, they call ready. Malvoe does. Hawwk writes that his ass is blown open, which I think really is the most accurate summation we could have offered of the previous match.
That's pretty spot on.
So, if nothing else, I mean, he could be a caster, really, with that kind of talent for telling the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I played versus Dramis in a random deathmatch just prior to casting this, and would not recommend. If you're curious, you're like, should I play Dramis? I've got an answer for you. It's no. We are into it though. A smaller map, Chakra. Will that make a difference?
From what I've seen, Sorlag can be really strong on this map, just because of her ability, which is the spit. So it's really nice for just for zoning in general. And Quad, by the way, for those that don't know, because this map isn't played too much on TDM, Quad is actually in the same room as the nail gun and the light armor. It's kind of up on that little ledge where all the ammos are at.
That'll be interesting to watch. Of course, this, as one of the smallest maps in the game, also kind of negates the usefulness of the visor.
This is true.
Because you can hear everyone. Oh, yep, we got a server with 180 ping for Dramis. Maybe this will slow him down. Do you think this will slow him down?
I know that.
Well, we'll see. Are we doing a restart, or are we sticking with it?
Not sure. Holy shit, where's her ping?
Well, they seem to be happy with it. Who am I to deny them that? So, thus far at least, we're sticking with pretty straightforward setup. 1-0 so far in favour of Malvoe and Dramis. And, ooh, ZanGief has a bit of trouble. No, it's going to be 2-0. Dramis grabs the frag. Close range, no, he does have a Sorlag right in his face. That'll be Hawwk, and Hawwk does manage to convert the frag.
Still has a lot of
1
stack
to
left.
2. And building them a lead, but it's destroyed instantly.
I'm noticing they're slowing the pace down a bit, which is nice. They're still kind of splitting up, ZanGief and Hawwk. But now they're going for this 2v1, which is good. The Dramis comes
Problem
in.
is, though, Dramis sidelines the 2v1 and comes in with some rockets, says, I see you're in a tight little space. I'd like to say something about that.
Oh, he drops for rail, Hawwk. That's interesting, I suppose. He had the armor right there, but he decided to opt for the rail instead. Not sure if I would advise for that, to be honest. Knowing that Dramis is sitting down at Mega, just waiting.
Malvoe, ooh, with 2. Hanging around up top. And we'll see Dramis drop on down. Dramis will be able to get that Mega. Now it's worth noting, only a few seconds until power up.
Yeah, and you'll see a really kind of... Okay, well I was going to say a big fight, but one immediately goes down. It's down to a 1-1.
Makes a fight for it, but the power-up comes up in the middle of it. Malvoe grabs it and does, of course, absurd damage off the back of it. He's looking for more. My god, what is this? An X-ray quad! It's absurd! He can fly all around this map. He knows where people are. And he's got the damage to find any kill anytime.
Aim out the window? That's fine. It's got Dramis at his side.
Yeah, who needs aim when your partner's Dramis? Oh my god, how much damage did he just do on a rail? Was that? Okay.
Like 300
Quad
something.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Dramis, in the meantime, takes a 1v2 versus ZanGief and Hawwk, and it goes well for him, in case you're wondering. Malvoe will be trying, in some way, get back in this, but it's still just the tale of Dramis slaughtering his way to victory. He does have trouble here, but he's able to turn it around with his sick close-range rail shot. Why is he recommitting? With 25 HP, he recommits to the fight, and it works out in his favor. Go figure, and he's looking for more. Can't quite land the double chain, but it's still absurd.
Holy hell. 25 health, no armor as a slash, and you still go in, and you still get the 1v2.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I feel like there's a term for this. It's called disrespect. And it might be finally biting Dramis a little bit in the rear, but he's able to stabilize, and ZanGief doesn't know he's on the chase. Hawwk doesn't either until that rail bites him twice. And there's another kill for Dramis, 35 HP, and he's not worried in the slightest. You do have Mega coming up in 10. Or sorry, Quad coming up in 10. Mega in 5.
Double
Dramis
Not
onto
enough.
ZanGief, picks it up, and he should be able to go free from here. He's just going to drop down, likely. Scrounge up some HP.
It's not 25 was enough for him earlier. Sure, 100 is more than enough.
Yep, and delete ZanGief with a glance. 26-3 in favor of Dramis and Malvoe, and Dramis, if you're curious, is 16-2 around this time. ZanGief has made one more onto Malvoe with the nail gun, and they're making good efforts onto Dramis, but he's just able to move so quickly. He should still go down given his HP disadvantage, so Hawwk definitely showing up finally, and able to get significant damage actually. To another, that's Hawwk incredibly low. But he should be fine. ZanGief goes down as well.
Malvoe with
Hawk's in
armor.
trouble. He lands
So
a double
good.
rail and still falls.
Bit of a fight down here at Mega. Not exactly
Dramis has got
coming
one
up.
with the rocket. And Malvoe's coming through behind just to clean up the whole situation. You talk about kind of 2v2 teamwork. I really do feel like we're seeing more of it on Malvoe and Dramis' side.
Oh yeah. We're seeing a pretty
Oh
nice
my
attempt
God.
to push, but it's still not going to be enough. Dramis and Malvoe, they just clean up.
Well, it's also they try to enter that choke point as just a two-man squad pushing through one door, and this just results in an LG pin from Malvoe and Dramis hammering out with rockets.
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
if you're curious, is not a good situation. Whereas the teamwork that Malvoe and Dramis are opting for is a much more coordinated look, and it's at the same time them playing much more separate and only coming together for the key fights, such as this one for quad, and it will be picked up. There's the X-ray vision already in effect. Malvoe knows where his opponents are, and he has quad damage to boot. Dramis is having a bit of trouble, but his teammate's here to clean up, and that's what I'm kind of talking about. Ooh, sexy rail.
That 180 ping rail, though. So strong.
Yep. And Hawwk's deleted. He's got the tri-shooter. Does anyone use that gun?
Sometimes. I'm still a firm believer that nobody's really gotten to know the gun well enough, and it's just secretly nuts.
Yeah,
I mean,
it just feels like a lame knife launcher, you know?
Just wait until you get hit with 150 damage out of nowhere, though.
Yeah, I have had that experience, but I
So-
always feel like it's accidental. So,
I mean, it's
Oh
once
my
in a blue
God,
moon,
Dramis.
but holy shit.
yeah, that's the only way to talk about that. He just slid through that fight, using the slash abilities to preserve momentum. And there's just nothing you can do. By the time you realize you're being hit, you're deleted. His traces are so good.
Takes mega and he takes armor. Dramis has one hell of a stack going right now.
Yeah, and he always does, just because his mobility is so good. We saw this on the last map as well. He's just zipping around the map. It's like watching that new Sonic game. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's what we are watching. We thought we were watching Quake Champions. We're just watching an ad for Sonic Mania. Although he does kind of empty two rockets right into himself there, which wasn't the best decision, and falls as a result. Hawwk finds another one off the back of his spit. Is it the turnaround? The come from behind victory? Chakra.
I feel it. I feel it.
Okay. I'm not sure
Oh.
I do, because
Wonder.
Malvoe's coming through with the gauntlet
My
and the
eyes.
auto rifle. Okay. Unpowered machine gun. He's got mega now, and a quad, and big armor. And he's got all the damage he needs. ZanGief goes down.
Sort of like getting stuffed by quad damage in an LG. That's a world of hurt. And
I don't think there's much we can add to that experience.
that was one hell of a ride.
Mm-hmm. It was like